inflation is kicking us in the butt. Prices are so high. Even going to the grocery stores, it's so expensive. We do not need to spend extra money on things that we don't need. We're always like,
oh, I'm broke, I don't have any money.
But there are things that we actually don't need that we buy just for the sake of buying it. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about 7 things that I'm not buying this year and hopefully for next year and the next year and the years to come. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I won't be buying are sale items that I don't actually need. After reflecting and looking around my house, there are a lot of things I have that I'm not using. Things that I bought when they were on sale, like on a Black Friday. I just kind of like wanted them, I guess, and they were on sale. So I'm like, might as well. Things like makeup I bought on Things like makeup I bought on Black Friday, like things that I didn't necessarily need. I just wanted to try them out. But some of them I haven't even opened the package. So it's like, what was I thinking? But yeah, eventually they just kind of ended up sitting around the house. Sales, especially Black Friday, can really lure you into buying things that you don't actually need. It's a really powerful marketing tactic, and I feel like even as a society in general, it's just kind of a thing that you do. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy anything on Black Friday, because I probably will, and it's actually a really good opportunity to buy something that you actually need. You can get that discount, get that sale. I'm not buying things for the sake of it being on sale. I'm gonna be buying things that I actually need, I'm actually gonna use. But if I don't need the item and I wasn't thinking of buying that item before the sale, then I won't be buying it. Okay, so the second thing that I won't be buying this year is new technologies. Pretty self-explanatory. New technologies like the newest iPhone, the newest laptop. If my phone works, if my laptop works, why buy a newer model? We like to think of it as like, oh, we're upgrading our laptop. And oftentimes these newer phones or newer laptops, they're quite similar. They just have a few extra functions that you don't actually even need. Like the main thing with a laptop is maybe you can surf the web, you can like type documents with your phone, you can call, you can text, go on some like social media apps, you can take photos. But these newer models, oftentimes they just add like a little bit of something, a little bit of extra features that you don't actually need or you're not going to use that often. Oftentimes we get so into the hype of it, feel like you need to buy these new things, upgrade the things that you have, when in reality we don't at all. And the thing is, these purchases cost quite a bit. By not buying the newest technology, you're saving a good chunk of money. The third thing that I will not be buying this year is junk food. Good old junk food. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not buying any junk food this year because I'm for sure gonna be buying some. Everything in moderation, but I'm definitely cutting down the amount of junk food that I buy from the grocery store, like the amount of junk food that I'm bringing into my home. And there are multiple reasons why I'm doing this. Like objectively speaking, junk food is kind of a waste of money. I'm talking about like chips and like snacks like that. They really add up. It makes your grocery bill a lot more expensive. If you think about like a big bag of oatmeal and you compare it to chips, a pack of oatmeal, it might cost the same as a pack of chips, but chips, you eat it in one sitting. A pack of oatmeal, you can have it for a few weeks. But yeah, it also goes into my second point, which is it doesn't really fill you up. Like, okay, a pack of chips, you eat it, you're not really full. You kind of eat chips or certain junk food like chocolate or candy for the taste or for the dopamine, compared to a bag of oatmeal. You eat it, but it actually fills you up, actually does something for your body. I find that oftentimes when I'm hungry or when I'm bored or when I feel like eating something but I don't know what to eat, I tend to gravitate towards food or things that are really quick to make or already made, which oftentimes tend to be unhealthy snacks like chips or instant noodles. Not only is it a waste of money, but it also takes away our health. Like we all know it's not good for our health, but we do it anyways because we're silly. So yeah, this year I'm really trying to be more mindful of what I consume, since our health is the most important thing in our lives. Like without health, we have nothing. I do want to stress and emphasize to not only cut out particular foods, but also to replace it with something else, a better alternative. So an example of what I'm doing is instead of buying chips with every grocery trip, I'm buying a healthier snack alternative like baby carrots with hummus, or baby carrots and I like mix hot sauce and mayo together, and it's so good. Something else that I've kind of stopped buying is paper towels. I've stopped buying paper towels towards the end of last year. Instead of buying and using like single-use paper towel, I've started buying cloths or rags from IKEA, which does an amazing job at cleaning. Like it's so good, so worth the money. They're also super cheap. They're like under $1, but yeah, they're well worth the purchase. I've also bought reusable paper towels instead of like the single-purpose ones, which are quite good as well. So you can just use them like a cloth, then you can kind of rinse them and reuse them, and then when they get quite nasty, you can just throw them out. So the fifth thing that I won't be buying is trendy clothes. Over the past year or two, I've stopped buying trendy clothes. The reason for this is once the trend is over and that can be a few months or a few years. I'm sure this happens to everyone as well, but I tend to stop wearing those clothes since the trend is over. Like, it doesn't really make sense, but you just don't really want to wear them. And it's such a waste of money, but it's also like so wasteful at the same time because it's just there. These clothes just pile up, like they take space in my room and my closet, or you can donate it to someone. That would be good. I mean, I've been meaning to donate them, but I still have not gotten to that yet. It's been, what, a few years? I think it's been like 2 years when I said,
Oh, I need to donate these clothes.
but they're just sitting in my closet still. And I feel like I'm just wasting money on these clothes that I maybe only wore a couple of times, and now they're just not being used. So instead, I start buying more timeless pieces, more timeless clothes, like clothes that I know I'll still wear 5 years from now, 10 years from now, hopefully. Things like a black shirt or a black dress, you know, things that I know I'll wear that's my style, not just things because it's trendy. I'm gonna be buying clothes more intentionally and things that I know I really like and that I'm still gonna be wearing maybe like 5 years from now. I mean, hopefully it lasts for 5 years and there's not like holes and stuff and I'm still wearing it. But and the thing, I remember I used to buy clothes that are a little unique, you could say, but these are clothes that I either never wore or I maybe wore just once or twice and never wore them again. And sometimes they were on sale, that's why I bought them. Let's say the unique shirt was 20 bucks, but I only wore it 2 times. And so each time that I wore that shirt, it basically cost me 10 bucks. 10 bucks per wear. But compare that to, let's say, a t-shirt, plain Jane black t-shirt that costs 50 bucks, but I wear it 100 times in a year. That means, wait, let me calculate. That means each wear, it cost me just 50 cents. 50 cents! Ooh. So the past year, I'm like starting to understand the value of like high quality pieces, high quality clothes, but like clothes that you actually will wear. A shirt, even if it's more expensive compared to something that's on sale, but like you might not actually wear all the time. So the next thing that I will not be buying this year, or I guess not buying as much, is eating out as much. I used to eat out quite a bit, especially in university. I feel like that's pretty common, but now that I'm post-university, I'm trying to not eat out as much. I can just make food at home. I mean, it costs quite a bit of money to eat out all the time, but also it's better to cook your own meals, you know what you're putting in your meals. I'm trying to really limit eating out twice a week, max twice a week, but ideally once a week on like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But sometimes it is hard to kind of set that limit for yourself because we oftentimes meet friends at like restaurants or at bars or like, you know, over dinner kind of thing. But I guess a good alternative that I'm trying to do a bit more as well is, you know, invite friends over for dinner. Like maybe you can cook something, invite them for like drinks and games and stuff like that. So I mean, save a little bit of money that way as well. And I personally find that it's more fun when you're at like a private setting with like games and drinks and stuff like that over at a bar. Like a bar can be fun, but it's like a different type of fun. And I guess as an introvert, I would prefer having fun at home. I mean, I am a homebody as well, so. Okay, so the next thing that I will not be buying this year is plastic Ziploc bags. So a lot of times I do use plastic Ziploc bags to pack like baby carrots for work or like certain snacks. But this year I did buy some glass containers and I can bring these lunch kits instead of always using plastic because environment. Technically, you're also saving money if you're using lunch kits for the long term instead of like consistently buying plastic Ziploc bags. The only thing is that sometimes I do freeze like chicken breasts and like freeze stuff in the freezer, and oftentimes I do use plastic Ziploc bags for that. But like the bigger freezer bags though. So I guess I still will be buying plastic Ziploc bags. Anywho, no, I'm gonna try and find an alternative for that. Moving on, overall, I'm buying things with more intention rather than mindless spending on useless things that I don't truly need. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it, and it actually lets me know to make more videos around this topic. Or you can subscribe and stay tuned because I'm going to be posting videos about money, self-development, and also life in my 20s, things that I learned here and there. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.